Peppa Pig and the Halloween Costume. It's almost Halloween. I love trick-or-treating, says Peppa, and jack-o'-lanterns, and I love dressing up. George loves Halloween too. Peppa is trying to decide what she wants to be. I know, says Peppa. I will be a pirate. I will sail the high seas and hunt for buried treasure. But I'm going to be a pirate, says Danny Dog. I even have an eye patch. Maybe I'll be a clown instead, says Peppa. I will do a juggling act. I'm dressing up as a clown, says Pedro Pony. I have big clown shoes and a funny red nose. Okay, says Peppa. Maybe I'll be a nurse. I'll make everyone feel better. But Peppa, says Susie Sheep, I'm dressing up as a nurse. Peppa frowns. Well then, I'll be a witch with a pointy black hat and a broom. Peppa, says Candy Cat, I already have my costume. Pointy black hat, broom, I'm a witch. George has an idea for Peppa. Dinosaur. Peppa does not want to dress up as a dinosaur. Peppa thinks she'd like to be a brave space traveler, but that idea is taken. She even considers dressing up as a vegetable. Sorry, says Rebecca Rabbit. What can I be for Halloween? Asked Peppa. Maybe a brave cowboy? A happy tiger? A sparkling ballerina? Peppa thinks and thinks. Then she has an idea. I'll be a brave, happy, sparkly fairy princess. Peppa likes her wings, crown, and wand, but her costume isn't quite perfect. Peppa thinks that maybe there is something missing. That's it. Every fairy princess needs muddy puddle boots. Happy Halloween! The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is that Peppa considers that she can dress up as a vegetable, but that idea was taken. Peppa Pig Best Friends. Once upon a time, Peppa's best friend Susie Sheep came to play. I have something to show you, said Susie. Susie held up a photograph of a baby sheep. Look, it's me, said Susie. You're not a baby, Susie, said Peppa, shaking her head. This is an old photo, Susie explained. It was taken when I was a baby. Peppa snorted. She didn't remember Susie being a baby. That was just silly. Susie pointed at Peppa. In the olden days, you were a baby too, she said. I don't remember being a baby, said Peppa. But you were, insisted Susie. Ask your mummy. Peppa and Susie raced inside. Mummy Pig was working on the computer. Mummy, said Peppa, Susie is making up stories. No, I'm not, Susie said. Peppa told Mommy about Susie's silly idea. I don't remember being a baby, Peppa insisted. But you were a baby, Peppa, said Mommy Pig. Mommy Pig pulled up a picture of a baby pig on the computer. Who do you think that is, Peppa? She asked. Peppa thought that the baby looked like a cousin, Baby Alexander. Is it Baby Alexander? She asked. No, replied Mommy Pig. That's you as a baby, Peppa. Peppa was surprised. She had been a baby. Hee hee, hee hee. Peppa and Susie giggled. Baby Peppa looked very cute. George and Daddy Pig came to see what all the fuss was about. Look, Daddy, said Peppa. That's me as a baby. I remember it, said Daddy Pig. That photo was taken on our first date in this house. What do you mean? Said Peppa. Daddy Pig told Peppa, Susie, and George that they had moved into their house when Peppa was very little. We brought all our things to the top of our car, he said. Mommy Pig put up some pictures, said Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig put up a shelf, said Mommy Pig, and Grandpa Pig made us a lovely flower garden. Peppa and Susie went outside. There was no flower garden at this house. Why don't we have a flower garden now? Peppa asked. We used to, but Daddy Pig looked after it, Mommy Pig sighed. Said Daddy Pig, embarrassed. We had the wrong kind of soil for flowers. Was Susie my friend in the olden days? Asked Peppa. Daddy Pig nodded. Of course, he said. Hee hee. You and Susie have always been best friends. Peppa wondered what game she played with Susie when they were little. Did we jump up and down in muddy puddles? She asked. No, Mommy Pig laughed. You were babies. You couldn't even walk yet. Then you grew into toddlers, continued Mommy Pig, and you played together all the time. But where was George? Peppa asked. He was a baby in my tummy, said Mommy Pig. Peppa thought for a moment. Daddy Pig's tummy was even bigger than Mummy's. Is there a baby in there? She asked. No, Peppa, chuckled Daddy. This tummy is pure muscle. Soon George was born, Mommy Pig said, and Granny and Grandpa Pig brought him a very special present. Can you guess what it was, Peppa? Peppa knew just what present it must have been. Mr. Dinosaur, she cried. Goo goo gah. Daddy Pig said that little Peppa and Susie like to do everything together. They like to jump, hee hee, and dance, la la la, la la la, and run all over the place, snort, bah. Then one day, said Mommy Pig, you saw something amazing. A muddy puddle. You love jumping up and down in muddy puddles together, said Mommy Pig. Peppa, George, and Susie all ran outside. I still love muddy puddles, cried Peppa. Me too, cried Susie. Peppa, George, and Susie looked for the biggest muddy puddle they could find and jumped right in it. Daddy Pig brought his camera. Let's take a photo of you, Susie and George. Now Peppa, he said. Yes, exclaimed Peppa, because Susie and I were best friends in the olden days, and we're still best friends now. Click. Little or big, Peppa and Susie will always be best friends, and they'll always love jumping up and down in muddy puddles. The end. What was your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Peppa thought that she and Susie were jumping up and down in muddy puddles, but they were just babies and they couldn't even walk yet. Peppa Pig and the Family Reunion. Peppa and George are very excited. Today the pig family is having a reunion. Everyone in the family will be there. Grandpa Pig and Granny Pig arrive first. "You brought pie," says Peppa. "I love pie." Says George. Here are Auntie Pig and Uncle Pig with Cousin Chloe and baby Alexander. Cousin Chloe is a big girl, bigger than Peppa. Baby Alexander is very small. Uncle Pig and Auntie Pig unpack the car. They have brought a lot of stuff for the baby. Daddy Pig helps Uncle Pig unload a high chair, some baby toys, a stroller, and even a bathtub. Peppa likes baby Alexander. "Would you like to help feed the baby?" asked Auntie Pig. "Oh, yes," says Peppa. She tries to feed baby Alexander. He turns away. Peppa tries again. The baby won't open his mouth. "Try playing airplane," says Auntie Pig. She shows Peppa how to fly the spoon into baby Alexander's mouth. "It works!" "Can you say airplane?" asks Peppa. Baby Alexander can't talk yet. Peppa wants to teach baby Alexander to talk. "Can you say dinosaur?" "Gaga," says baby Alexander. Later that night, it's time to put baby Alexander to bed. But he doesn't sleep for long. "What's that noise?" asks Peppa. Baby Alexander's awake. "Wah! Wah!" "No, what's that other noise?" "That's the vacuum cleaner," says Chloe. "Why are you vacuuming at night?" asks Daddy Pig. "And why is Auntie Pig playing the trumpet?" "Loud noises are the best way to get baby Alexander to sleep," shouts Uncle Pig. "We are a very noisy family." It is a very noisy night. After breakfast, the next morning, everyone goes for a walk. Peppa tries to teach baby Alexander a new word. "Look, a bird," says Peppa. "Goo goo," says baby Alexander. "Sky," says Peppa. "Gaga," says baby Alexander. Then it's time for the family reunion lunch. They're having Peppa's favorite, spaghetti. Daddy Pig and Uncle Pig love spaghetti too. Both of them ask for more. For dessert, everyone has a piece of Granny Pig's pie. "Yum!" says Peppa to baby Alexander. "Goo goo," says baby Alexander. Chloe has brought her puppet theater. She and Peppa and George put on a puppet show. They make a Chloe puppet, a Peppa puppet, and a dinosaur puppet for George. Everyone claps after the puppet show. Well, almost everyone. Daddy Pig and Uncle Pig have fallen asleep. Peppa and Chloe go outside to play before the reunion is over. Baby Alexander likes to watch them play in the mud. Look, Baby Alexander, says Peppa. We're jumping up and down in muddy puddles. And then it happens! Baby Alexander says his first word, puddles! Well done, Baby Alexander. Well done, Peppa. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Baby Alexander says his first word.